Hey friends, welcome back to the Lavender Lounge. We are here today with the 4th episode of Tinytown and back with Hue Shade in his boho maximalist house. He found a dog that he fell in love with, so we might adopt him today. He met a girl that he is obsessed with, so we might go on a date today. His house is really coming together. I think a lot's gonna happen today. I think it's gonna be really exciting. So let's hop into the game and see what Hue has been up to. Right, so Hue is doing all right, but we do need to fix up his needs just a little bit. So I think that we should have him get ready for the day, and maybe we can start this episode by going on a date with Juniper, who he took a really big liking to last episode. Actually, why don't you go use your fancy shower up here? Yeah, why don't you come up here and then you can come and shower in your walk-in shower and go ahead and brush your teeth. Give yourself a little bit of a pep talk. You got this. I know she's pretty, but no worries. She hung out with us for several hours the other day. I feel like she'll definitely say yes to a date. It's like Brianna is here for a visit, so we should definitely say hi to her before we leave. After our shower, just invite Brianna in, and then Hugh is having a hot daydream about Juniper, so even better timing. So after we chat with her, see what's going on, we will ask her on a little breakfast date. More like brunch now, but either way, Hugh's hungry and hopefully Juniper will be too. Maybe she's just gonna go check out the renovations we've been doing. What do you think, Brianna? Are you a fan? Or are you gonna take a shower? Oh, you're investigating our work. Implement the rental conditions so that she knows that we're really thankful to be here and that she's allowing us to build kind of to our heart's desire, and that we appreciate her coming out and checking on things even though she doesn't need to. You know, she's got a baby and a new baby in the family that she needs to focus on. But we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye because we are gonna go ahead and get ready for the date. So they're here on their date. I'm actually gonna change Hugh's outfit because I don't feel like that's a very date material. Let's see. And so let's put him in his hot weather. We haven't seen him in that yet. And let's go ahead and ask how her day has been going. So something he said she did not like. Okay, hopefully that's all right, but let's go request a table. This place, so cute. I love it. It's just the perfect Brindleton Bay diner in my opinion. Perfect. Look guys, they're at their table and she's kind of giving a little side eye. You can tell that maybe he makes her a little nervous. It's so funny too because I totally see Hugh as kind of like a pool boy. Comes off as immature, but he's really cute and quirky, so he for maybe more mature women, and I feel like Juniper definitely fits that vibe. He's a young adult. Remember, he dropped out of art school recently, so that would make him in his early 20s, and Juniper is an adult. She's probably in her 30s, maybe late 30s. She's a little bit older than him, and she has a child. Wow. Okay. So as I'm trying to explain to you that we just learned what her relationship goals are, she has asked him to become romantic partners. And I feel like based on how he was feeling earlier and how many times he has thought of Juniper and all of these positive moodlets he's been getting, I feel like he's a little bit head over heels for her. Now whether he wants to settle down like she does yet has yet to be seen, but I feel like he's definitely lusting over her and would definitely say yes. So Hue has a girlfriend. How exciting. Guys, look at them. They are so cute. Oh, I thought that was a wedding ring. I was terrified. Well, it's on her wedding finger. Miss Ma'am, if you're divorced, you really need to take off your wedding ring. Oh my god, he's so funny. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. Oh my god, they're both having their first kiss. I feel like that's probably not true because she is a kid, but... Oh, how good he's feeling. Lunch with a favorite sim, sky gazing, first kiss, a new partner, enamored with Juniper. I think I want to go in a cast and give her a little bit of a makeover and just give her like a skin and just make her look more like my Sims. So I will go ahead and do that. Alright, I've given Juniper a little bit of a makeover, changed her outfits just a little bit so that they fit in more with my Sims, and girl is jacked. She's literally gorgeous. I mean, she was gorgeous before, but now you can like, I feel like skins just do a really good job of like showing like the features they already have, and she's literally not leaving. Okay, there she goes. I was like, they had such a good time that she doesn't want to leave. We're gonna head home, do a little bit of a late night gallery sale to celebrate. While we were walking home, our good friend George texted us letting us know that he heard that me and Juniper started dating. He's congratulating us. I think we'll have to definitely invite like all of our friends over once we finish our house, and that way like everyone can meet and you know, he can show off his art and things like that. Probably isn't wanting to cook after the, you know, long day he's had hanging out with Juniper. We're gonna just go ahead and order Zoomers some spaghetti. While we're waiting for his food to be delivered, I just want, like, I feel like I need some input because I just cannot decide, like, do I want this tiger print, like, all along this wall? Or do I just want it, you know, like in one small area because I like it over here, but that was before like the windows were completely covering it. And I don't necessarily think it makes sense that you would have this kind of wallpaper and, you know, like it would be covered by windows. So I'm not sure about that. Guys, Hue has food poisoning. Something must have been wrong with the restaurant food. Hue should get on the phone and let them know. That is so unfortunate. The gurgling of the stomach is a deafening roar. Hue must call the restaurant immediately to report this, but whatever happens, he should not wander too far from a bathroom. Oh my gosh. Well, I can't figure out how to report the food poisoning to the restaurant, so we'll go ahead and just grab our food from the delivery guy. I feel like Hugh's stomach probably hurts and he won't eat delivery spaghetti. That feels like a bad idea, but we will go ahead and tip him. Well, despite his food poisoning, Hue is still ready to make some money, so we'll go ahead and tin the table and start the yard sale and go ahead and get these paintings off of our hands. That will be okay for now. Definitely a lot better than it was. And I realized that last episode was really dark, but part of it is that Brindleton Bay is just really cloudy. So even like in the high point of the day, it's still really cloudy and kind of dark. All right, Hue just made $1,800 on a single painting. Oh shoot, I forgot to lock the door. Hue is not like doing the yard sale, but he really has to pee. He has food poisoning, so he's probably gonna, you know what, in his pants, and he needs some amusement. So, you know what? We will just go ahead and clear this. He's not feeling great. Thank goodness Hue has survived food poisoning, so he is good now. Other than being really bored, he is no longer has an upset stomach, so that is great. And then maybe we can play a little game on the computer, and then we can just go to bed for the night. It has been a long day. I've got Hue playing some Animal Crossing. I don't know how he got it on PC, but you know, he's doing what he's doing. I'm gonna let him get a little bit of his fun up and then send him to bed, and we'll start fresh tomorrow. It has been a day for him. Hue just woke up. He's watching some Avengers before he gets out of bed. You know, yesterday was difficult. He deserves a little bit of some relaxation. So I'm gonna let him finish his movie, and then we will go ahead and sell those paintings. I feel like Hue definitely has better luck in the early mornings. He definitely makes the most money in the morning, at least, and he is a morning sim, so he loves being up and selling and painting and just working on his skills first thing. He definitely loses energy as he goes through the day, which I can definitely understand. We've got our first customer. Let's go ahead and give her a little bit of a sales pitch. We'll give this guy a sales pitch. How about you? Are you interested in buying some of my one-of-one paintings? Sorry, you can't flirt with us. We're in a relationship now. Can he send Juniper a text while he is selling? Flirty selfie. Okay, the money's coming in. Nice job, Hue. I don't know if he can do this while selling, but you remember, like, one of the first sales we ever did, like, one person showed up in the first, like, hour, and it was kind of sad, but he's made so much progress. Oh, okay, we're sending a flirty selfie. I feel like we need to go, yeah, oh my god, stop, he is so cute. I think we're going to go grab our easel. We will go out and maybe hang out with George while we do some painting. So Hue is heading to the beachside bar. He invited George along. I think he's hoping that Juniper shows up, but even though they are like boyfriend and girlfriend officially, I don't think he wants to act like too interested. So let's go order a drink together, and then he can go ahead and paint, and if she shows up, she shows up. If she doesn't, she doesn't. $56. Hue gets a little bit of money, and then he thinks he can afford drinks that are 56 simoleons. He wants to have a drink at the club. Okay, well, this is not a club, but we can definitely take a train ride out of Brindleton Bay, I suppose, now that we've made a little bit of money. Maybe that'll be our celebration after we do another big renovation on the house. Let's do a flirty painting, since that'll help him in his aspiration. And then after that, we'll do a little painting of the water. This flirty painting that he is painting, it seems like he's painting like a little date spot, and maybe he wants to go out on a little like vacation with Juniper and, you know, be alone with her for a few days. And I think we could definitely plan that. That drink that he just had is definitely making him feel a little bit tipsy. you know, he's feeling pummeled by Cupid. I just think he is so head over heels for her and he cannot stop thinking about her. That painting of the date he wants to take Juniper on was actually a masterpiece, so that's great. That's gonna go for a good chunk of money. I have him doing a painting of the water and the mountains right now. Looking beautiful. And then maybe we will, okay, before we paint some more, he's so flirty. Let's send her a little flirty text. George is calling us. You were just here, dude. More money and prestige, but more work and okay. So maybe he got called into work and that's why he had to go. Should I try to get a promotion? Yeah. Hue would definitely be like, dude, you got this. You're a shoo-in for it. There's no way they won't give it to you. Hue just started painting this pop art painting of a cat and dog. Is that a sign that he wants to go get Chester? Like, Hue knows where he hangs out and he brings like his favorite treat. You know, they've spent a few days, you know, a few hours together over the course of a couple of days now, and he like lures him out because he is a stray. So maybe we will try to do that today because it seems like he was thinking about Chester a lot right now. Put this in our inventory. And then I think we're going to go home, get dressed, and we're gonna see if Juniper wants to come out with us to try to find Chester. Looking at Tinytown with like just his home on it is making me so excited to move somebody else in. I definitely think it's coming up soon. Like, if not next episode, definitely the one after. Sobering up. And then let's see if Juniper wants to try to go to the beach to see if Chester is hanging out there again. Actually, just walk over here to where like he found Chester hanging out last time. So I think that we will go ahead and walk this way. Oh look, Jaden, the previous owner of the Tinytown land, is taking a walk with his dog. Juniper will come over and help us find Chester. Juniper showed up. He is feeling so happy now that she's here. She's an animal person. She's a rancher. She's got 2 horses herself. You know, I feel like she would definitely be down to look for this stray that he really wants to rescue. But maybe first he's like, yeah, remember when we went out to breakfast the other day? And we had those pancakes and the cookie. I got food poisoning, but I'm all good now. But we might want to be more careful about where we eat in the future. So they moved over here to keep looking and chatting, and Chester showed up over here. So let's see what's wrong with Chester and see if we can't figure out what's going on, and then we can show him off to Juniper and say, look, we found him. Oh, Chester is in need of attention. Definitely not meant for the stray life. I mean, every time we ask him what's wrong, he just wants to be held. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Juniper, do you think I should adopt Chester? Do you think it's a good idea? I mean, obviously, like, maybe you should have some say in this decision since we are in a relationship now. I think it is time to go ahead and add him to our family so that we can take him home, get a bath, and, you know, just give him a safe place to sleep. He just wants love all the time. It doesn't make sense that he's a stray for a dog that's so loving, and Hue would definitely not be able to resist taking this little guy home. I do it the cheat way and add Chester to our family. Let's go ahead and give him a little pet, and then we will take him home and go give him a bath, give him a little collar, and that way he knows he is safe with us from now on. The power went out again. I'm not really sure what's going on and why the power keeps going out a bunch, but we can still give Chester a bath, so we're still gonna do that. And actually, Juniper is spending the night, so that's really exciting. It'll be his first time getting a bath, so it might not go well, but we just want Chester to feel safe and for him to know that, you know, he can be here forever now. He doesn't have to roam around in the wild anymore. Giving Mr. Chester a bath. Juniper actually just went to bed, so we'll meet up with her in a minute. I feel like we should definitely, you know, talk about the fact that she's spending the night and talk about what kind of the expectations are. Chat with her and figure it out. Alright, good. The power's back on. He's almost done bathing Chester. Jaden is leaving. New romance dynamic, wholesome. So Hue and Juniper seem to care for each other as lovers and as friends. Let's see if she wants to watch a movie with us, and maybe we could watch Ghostbusters, maybe like a bit of a scary movie. Cook together with Juniper. And maybe they can do something easy like, let's see, what's something they could do that's like kind of a 2:30 in the morning snack? Maybe frozen vegetable dumplings. That could be cute. Super hungry too. Or maybe she's cramping a little bit. Maybe Hugh could get some like pads and tampons to keep here for her if she needs them. And then let's learn a little bit more about kind of her expectations, or like, you know, what she's thinking tonight's gonna be like, because he doesn't want to do too much. So let's ask about her woohoo interests, ask about their chemistry together, and see how she's feeling about everything. So she says that they are not close enough to share her preferences with him, so that definitely tells Hugh that she's still trying to take it slow. So I think tonight he will sleep on the couch, let her sleep in the bed, and then they can just kind of make this like a late night talking hangout that turned into her spending the night. She just said that she thinks they wouldn't be a match, but she asked him to be her boyfriend. What? So Juniper wants to move in, but like literally just said that she does not think that we would be a match. I feel like Hugh's feelings would be really hurt by like these two things coming back to back. I don't think it's the right time, and maybe we just need to learn more about each other and, you know, figure out what's going on there, because she also has a son, she's got some horses, you know, it's a lot to move in, you know, that's a lot of responsibility, so this is definitely not the right time for Hugh. So now they have a strained romance dynamic, so this might mean that they need to cool off their romantic relationship soon. Maybe this is a sign that she's not the one, but we'll just see how it goes. Either way, I think Hugh's gonna apologize and be like, I'm sorry that, you know, I don't want to move in right now. I just think we should get to know each other a little better. We clearly, you know, don't know that much about each other, and go to sleep on the couch. You didn't pay your overdue rent, and now your name is in the papers for everyone to see. I don't have any rent. Sim's household refused to pay the property taxes. Oh. No. Hue Shade is not dying from embarrassment. I will quit this game right now. I cannot believe that just happened. Guys, I can't make this up. I don't know, when the last time I saved Hue did not just die from embarrassment for not paying his freaking property taxes. I got him back. Thankfully, I had only saved like when We invited Juniper to help us find Chester, so I hardly lost anything. Basically, all I had to do was re-add Chester back to my family. We're just going to pretend that never happened, and we're never gonna do that drama king shit again about what is going on. I can't make this up. This save is wild. Y'all, I cannot. I think we're just going to call it with Juniper. She, they had a lot of potential. He was really happy with the, couple of hangouts they had, and he was definitely swept off his feet when she very suddenly asked him to be her boyfriend. But I think in his heart of hearts, Hue knew that it was too good to be true. In that last clip that I either left in or I cut out, who knows, not only does she yell at Chester, but then she also just starts peeing outside, politely dump her over text. I think that's what Hue would do. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to bed. We're gonna go to the pet store, buy the stuff we need to take care of Chester, and we're just gonna go about our day. We're gonna pretend like it never happened, okay? And Hugh is a flirt. He's gonna find someone else to flirt with, and maybe we just think twice about who we make our girlfriend next time, okay? All right. So I had him dump her over phone because I feel like he's trying to grow. So instead of text, he did it by phone. And she said, "Wait, I thought you were the pizza place calling me back. That makes it even worse. Next time you break up with someone, you should at least do it in person, ideally with a pizza." Yeah, I mean, we'll keep that in mind for next time, but you did yell at our dog, and then you just started, like, peeing outside. So we're just good riddance, okay? Good riddance. You're welcome for the makeover. Alright, Hugh is up at the crack of dawn, like he likes to be. He is not doing great. We just need to get him together. Let's just start fresh today. And you know what? I'm going to treat Hugh with a trip out of Brindleton Bay. This will be his first time leaving Brindleton Bay since moving to Tinytown. Paint some paintings. We'll take our gallery wall and we will go do a little bit of exploring in some surrounding towns. Maybe we can meet some new people and just remind ourselves that Juniper is not the only fish in the sea. First things first, Hugh needs to buy some items for Chester, and I think that'll make him feel better. Definitely need a couple of bowls. We need a bed. We could buy some treats. And then I think we're gonna also buy Chester a couple bandanas, and then we can take off this shirt that he's wearing that is definitely like a little musty and crusty from him being out in the wilderness on his own. But Chester is definitely only getting used to living in a house, so it might be nice if he has an outside doghouse. That way if he wants to be outside, he has a safe place to sleep and he doesn't have to wander too far. Got everything we need, so Hugh's just gonna take Chester on a little bit of a walk. Definitely feeling a lot better than he was a couple of hours ago. I think he just needed to touch grass, focus on something else, and he realized that his couple of days, with Juniper, it wasn't that deep. Oh, Chester! No. How do I tell you not lecture about attacking? We do not attack random people on the street. God, of course he was thinking this is the worst day ever. He just cannot catch a break. Hugh was very angry. I've got him listening to his favorite music, and he's so angry that when I put on his favorite music, like the type of music I put that he likes in Cass, he basically was like, I don't like hip hop anymore. And I was like, yes, you do. You're just having a day. The high maintenance trait is really coming in strong today. So I'm going to let him work his anger out in this painting and just let him have a moment. Juniper is calling us. Are you joking? Think about it for yourself. You're not gonna ask me if you should go out with somebody else. She's definitely just trying to get under our skin. This is a great representation of how we are feeling today. Check in on our painting skill. Okay, painting level 8. We have 4 paintings, and I believe one of them is a masterpiece. Yeah, ironically, the one he was painting when he was thinking about Juniper, but we're not going to talk about that. Once he gets a couple more done, like I said, we'll go out and sell them. George got that promotion that he asked us about. That's awesome, dude. We're so proud of you. Guys, look at him. He is taking to being like a house dog so well. Oh, I love him so much. Before we leave, we need to change Chester out of that crusty shirt he has been in. Just go with the collar. Oh, he's so cute. In my mind, and from what like I've seen a lot of people say, Brindleton Bay is sort of based off of like East Coast USA, like East Coast fishing towns. I'm going to assume that going to San Myshuno is an appropriate train ride away. It's kind of like going from, you know, like maybe a northern East Coast city and taking the train to New York City. So that's what we're gonna do. And we invited George, and he's coming with us. Check out the Waterside Warble. I think that would be fun. They made it safely off the train. They're downtown. And maybe they could do some karaoke. That would definitely take some stress off of Hue. Let's order a happy hour drink. A coconut drink. That would be fun. They are not very good. Is anyone enjoying it? Nobody's really watching. Actually, the vibe at this bar is not very positive. 12 paintings. Oh, we're gonna be rich by the end of this. I think this is going to be a great sale. I mean, we're in the arts district. We're with our buddy. There's going to be a lot of people out and about, definitely interested in spending some money. Well, every painting is in his inventory, I believe. Yep, all like 12 of them. He needs to help his needs. He's not doing great, but he has almost $100,000. So I think it's time to get Hue off to bed, let him sober up, and then we'll do a big ol' renovation in the morning. I want to start by saying that when I like came up with Hue's decor style, and I honestly wasn't sure if that was like a legit thing that existed, but this popped up on my Pinterest and I was like, okay, yeah, that's exactly what I meant. So mid-century modern 70s eclectic boho. We're gonna start with his art studio because that is definitely the room I'm most excited for. I'm gonna start by filtering by the artist studio kit, and I think we're probably gonna use most of these items, and these are great because they have like used swatches, so like, yeah, like has paint all over it. Let's this ladder shelf. We've got this cart. I don't know for sure if we'll use that. Ooh, that's really cool. Ooh, we can give him this easel up here in like a super used swatch, and he can upgrade because the easel that he has been using is one that he brought from college, so he has been using that one for quite a long time. An orange backdrop somewhere. Definitely get some paint splatters going as well. I think that I might want to make it slightly bigger. I've just made the studio another like slot bigger, had to move his door over, and then maybe we put this desk over here. About this cart, I don't know that it really makes sense. No, not for here, I don't think. Have a painted swatch. Yes. And now that I think of it, I thought it would be fun. So it has this like wall painting clutter. So what if I make it so that the walls are as if because obviously he's like building the home. He left this room intentionally unpainted last. Paint it as he goes or as like inspiration strikes him. I think that would be really fun. Oh yeah, I love that. Swatches of this paint splatter over here. We could do like a single wall. Like he started to paint it. Blot some of this paint clutter on here. Finds furniture on Facebook Marketplace and just kind of paints it and works on it until it sells. He attempts to keep it like paint free up here, but obviously it's gonna be pretty hard. I get some hanging plants in here to get more of that boho vibe going. Maybe he just like tries to stuff plants in here like between his mess. It's like something he's thrifted, this like pot thing. I think that Juniper is trying to make us jealous. And it's gonna take a couple of days for Hue to get over that whole debacle, so we're just gonna leave it at that. Having him paint for his studio currently, and this stray just approached him. Strays know that he took one of their own in. So we got this one. So he painted these 4, and then he also has these 10. I want to give him like a really comfortable chair that he can sit down in. Yeah, this is looking great. I think it's like the perfect amount of boho, maximalist, but also like still very true to like his personality, because I don't think he'd be very neat. Stair area over here because I want to put a bunch of his art on the wall leading up the stairs. It ended up doing so much just like random like cluttering, kind of like little decorations around the house and into a small layout change. I'm gonna take you through everything I did, and then we will finish up the living room and the last few spaces in the house together. But I didn't want to bore you guys with like placing down clutter items. First of all, the entryway I changed to this just like tan textured paint, and some of the vines from the outside is coming through. I'll fix that later. And then just did some shoes, plants, some art packages as if he's like shipping off art he's selling. This is the layout change I made. So I actually pulled this wall out so that there was a little separation in this like open concept space. So that's the door to the half bath, the dog food bowl. Kitchen hasn't changed aside from the wall color. And then I put this like funky mirror on this wall, put some columns up, cluttered the kitchen counters very, very minimally. Over here as well, he got a kitchen sink finally. Making that a true half bath, so taking the shower out, I was able to make this like a true dining room. He's gonna have a conversation pit. I think he needs a dining room as well. So this is what I did, and I think this is where I'll put the tiger wallpaper because I really wanted to use it, but it was just not really making sense over there. and then I put his little desk in, and then I finished cluttering up the stairway here, and then we'll move upstairs and I'll show you what I did up there. You walk up the stairs, and I added some curtains, put the dog toys up here, put these like lantern lights back here with some canvases. I think I showed you guys that. Some random art on the wall. Art studio, again, it's like he's still figuring out how he wants to paint it. So it's still to the studs, you know, there's no paint except for over there. He actually started a painting, and I am literally obsessed with this room. This little like super cluttered bookcase, plants, a fluffy rug, again, just things he's collected. And then we come to his room. Head, like this is where he puts like his less Zenable collectibles in his room, so like his posters that he really likes, his sketches that he's done, things like that. Give him a little decal as if he like painted that behind the bed. Gave him this like really messy bookshelf and mirror, and on the back there's clothes hanging. I gave him this like cloud ceiling because like he hasn't really painted in here, but maybe he just like painted a cool cloud mural on the ceiling. When you walk in, now the sink is to your right, and then the toilet's in this little nook, and then he can just come right into the shower. And I did that because it was just feeling boxy, like every room was just like a perfect rectangle or square, so I wanted to break that up a little bit. Started working on his little patio porch area. I love looking into his art studio so much. Let's move on to the living room together. With curtains, I'm thinking either these to bring in the blue from the kitchen, a solid white to kind of like calm it down a little bit, although I don't really want to do that. Wish I could get them to touch the floor. Oh, they do have taller ones. I wonder if I did a little tooling. Alright, so tooling worked, and by tooling I mean the tool mod worked, so I was able to lower these, and then I just kind of like fudged in a little curtain rod. I think either this one or this one maybe. I think this calms it down a little bit, and then maybe you do like a white couch there. The more color you do, the more it makes sense in a way. I know it's kind of crazy. Figure out what I want here. Okay, let me figure this out, and I will return when I've done that. I think this is my final answer for the chairs and the accent tables, and then I went ahead and just put like a plain orange love seat. This wonderful peacock will sit beautifully in this corner here. It would be super fun to put a bar back here and stick this plant over here. Make that work. Something like this. Could we raise this up over here? He put some right here. Okay. And then for the floor, maybe this one. But I love that so much. This one. I think that one's good. This, the blue kind of pulls everything together. I keep saying that, but I feel like it's actually happening. Like, I feel like everything separately looks a little crazy, and then you get it all on there and it just makes sense. I don't know. There's this orange one. We'll try that maybe. Is that weird for that to be there? I feel like it looks kind of nice. Wow. This is the craziest, yet like probably my favorite living room I've ever done. I'm just gonna go around and do some finishing touches where I feel like things just need a little bit of an adjustment. So hear me out. I found this here from the basement treasures kit, and I know it's supposed to be like it's been down in the basement and it's like all dusty and old and stuff, but I do feel like it could also look like he just has like overflowing art everywhere, and that's where it ends up, you know? This boxes here that he's gonna, for the art he's gonna ship out, and maybe he still like stuffs this coat rack into the corner. Now I'm going to wrap this up here. I'm going to put in screenshots of the completed interior of his home right after this. Next episode will truly be his last. We'll do the entire exterior, which will just be like pathing, landscaping, all of that fun stuff. We will start thinking about and probably starting his community contribution, which, spoiler, I think I'm gonna have him do like an art gallery. And hopefully next episode is not as eventful as this one. I cannot believe he freaking died during this episode. That being said, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you guys back here soon in the Lavender Lounge. Bye, friends.